Welcome to the NEPM Media Lab. I'm Maggie Kocsmiersky, a youth reporter, and today we're interviewing authors from Western Massachusetts about books they've written for kids and teens. Today I'm joined with Mychal Connolly Senior from Springfield, Massachusetts. He's the author of Loo and Kayla Do Lemonade, featuring the Russell family. Welcome, Mychal.
Thanks for having me.
I just have to say, I'm so glad that you're here. I'm a big fan of this book because I used to do lemonade stands with my sisters when I was younger, and now I'm going to college studying entrepreneurship. So I'm very excited to be talking to you about this book.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope to start a business someday, so this is very exciting for me.
You will.
Thank you. Okay, so was there an event that happened in your life that inspired you to make a book about children and business?
Yeah, so I started my first business when I was 9 years old. It was a candy business. I was able to help my grandmother retire in 2 years with that business. She was a waitress, and then she ended up making more money selling candy to the kids in the neighborhood because of the marketing that I'd done. And then I just always remember that experience. And I know kids can become entrepreneurs, become marketers, and do it. And I wanted to create the blueprint that I wish I had when I was younger, and that's why we put the book together.
I think it is very much a blueprint. It's very inspiring.
Thank you.
Are any of the characters influenced by people in your own life?
Yeah, so ironically, all the characters in the book are based on people that in my life. So Moo, that's my youngest son, Aiden. Lou is based on my oldest son, Mychal. Maggie is based on my other son. Kayla, I don't have a daughter, but if I had a daughter, it would have been Kayla. And then all the other characters are either people in my life that I love and admire, so I kind of put them in there. Even my driver, he's Uncle JP. That's one of my drivers for Standout Truck. So everybody's in there, and it's all people that I know and love.
That's a fun way to give a little Easter egg and throw it back.
That's it.
Yeah. What message were the Russells trying to get across to the readers?
So the message is that, working together as a team is the way to become successful. Everybody that you know has a talent, and allowing people to utilize their talents to one common goal. Great things can happen, no matter what it is that you want to accomplish. When you build with others, it's great, and you want to be able to realize that even though you have a strength, you want to utilize the strengths of others as a cohesive unit, and then just make the impossible happen.
Yeah, I really like that message of working together, especially when you're empowering young people. It's good to empower them to work as a community and uplift others. So as someone who's interested in starting a business, what advice do you have for young entrepreneurs?
So the first thing is you got to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. And I want to let all the listeners know that business and entrepreneurship is not hard, is not easy, is not a negative thing, is not a positive thing. It's whatever you think it is. So I like when I talk about being an entrepreneur, being a business person, what I love to say is it's simple, but it's not easy. And it's not easy because you have to do the work. And in the book, we break down the 5 types of work. Because a lot of people think, I got to work hard. But when you go through the book, you realize you have to work hard, yes, but you also have to work smart, and you have to work right, and then you have to network, and then it has to be teamwork. So I like to tell young people that are looking to embark on that journey as yourself, just embrace doing the work. Incredible work ethic is what is going to help you to reach your goals and surpass your goals.
I really like that. When I was reading the book, I really appreciated the part that the student or the children kept reinvesting into the business. I think that was really smart, the way it's not just an entertaining story, it's also teaching kids how to make smart business choices, because that's something I did not do. As soon as I made my first dollar, I was off to the dollar store. So I think that's very exciting.
Yeah, I'm happy you caught that, because the way we put the story together is really truly a blueprint on how to become successful in business. So I've been blessed to have some really, really high level mentors. So I have 3 millionaire mentors and 1 billionaire mentor. Wow. And a lot of the things that they taught me, I realized how simple they think. It's not complicated thinking. It's a lot of common sense thinking. So in the book, I wanted to break down part of those formulas that they taught me in a way that's easily digestible. And I promise you, like, I'm so confident that anyone that picks that book up and reads Lemonade book and understand the concepts taught in it, they could become successful at anything, because you realize, like, so much of success is checking your ego at the door. And like you said, being able to reinvest in what you're doing, and that comes from having bigger goals. So that's why in the book, the kids wanted the game system or the sneakers or the headphones, and they had to keep working until they did that. And then when you think about the mom giving them the initial money, and she said, immediately she said, okay, I'm gonna give you this, but I expect interest. So now, like 9 years old, interest, understanding what that is, you start figuring out these things, you start understanding these concepts, you understand, it's really a financial literacy book too. But it's such a fun book, you don't even realize you learn all these things. And now that's on purpose, because like I said, I started at 9, and if at 9 you were telling me about financial literacy or all this other stuff, I wouldn't have got it, but I would have got the common sense thinking behind it. And that's how millionaires and billionaires think. What they're really good at is being able to explain their thing in a simple way so hundreds of thousands or millions of people could understand the concept and then buy from them. And that's the kind of things that we teach in the book.
Yeah, I love that. So how have you continued to inspire young people in business now that the book has been published?
So I absolutely love going to schools, speaking. Schools bring me in all the time. They book me to speak, and they normally buy the books. And then what we do is I break down these business concepts, and then I help the kids understand that they can do it. Because I really believe anyone that put their mind to it could do it, because like I said, I've been doing it for so long. So going in and just being visual proof that anything's possible. And I love to inspire the future. Like, I get so much energy. Like, the students normally say, Mr. You inspired me, and I normally get, they send me messages on IG and different social media platforms talking about, how much they got from it. But I get so much more from them, like, because it puts me back to that space where my dreams didn't come true yet, and I wanted to, they just believe in it and put in the work. So when I see the youth doing that, and I just get reminded, and it fuels me. Like, if I'm having a rough time or rough week or rough day in business, I immediately try to find a school I could go speak into, because that's my gas station. That's where I get fuel. So, like, it's a win-win situation. I get to let students know that dreams come true, and then they remind me that, man, you look how far you've come, and don't ever stop. I think it's super important to always give back and always teach. And like I said, I was blessed with really great mentors, right? So because I understand that, and I had a mentor tell me this, Mike, you always want to share, because what may seem like a pebble of information to you may be a boulder of information to someone else that can change their life. So that's a big part of my mission.
I think that's so important. There's so many kids who I know are entrepreneurs at heart who I feel don't have the self-confidence or the motivation to just really put themselves out there. But I think this book makes it really accessible for kids to learn about it and to empower themselves to do it. Because I know that people are out there who are trying, who just don't have the knowledge yet. So I think this is so amazing.
Thank you.
I love it.
Appreciate that.
Mychal Connolly is the author of Loo and Kayla Do Lemonade. Mychal, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
This is a production of NEPM Media Lab. So inspirational.
Thank you.